Tomorrow's the big day. Your GCSE exam is in 24 hours, and that feeling in your stomach right now? Completely normal. But if you're about to spend today cramming, stop. Because doing too much today is one of the biggest reasons students walk into their exam stressed, and they end up underperforming. So if you're wondering what to do the day before your GCSE exam, here's the plan. You shouldn't be learning more today. Instead, you should be making sure you can use what you already know. That's a completely different strategy, and it's what will make all the difference tomorrow. In this video, I'm going to walk you through your entire day, morning, afternoon, and evening, so you go into that exam hall tomorrow feeling calm, prepped, ready for anything your paper might throw at you. Hi, I'm Ali, a science teacher with over 10 years of experience, and this is exactly what I tell my students. Let's get into it. So, it's the day before your GCSE exam, and you've just woken up. Maybe you slept fine, maybe you didn't. Maybe you even had one of those dreams where your mind goes completely blank the moment you open your paper. Either way, it's totally normal. Today is about keeping any panic you're feeling under control. You're going to put yourself in the best possible position to perform tomorrow. Think of today like a day before running a marathon. You wouldn't go out and jog 26 miles the day before. You do a light warm-up, get your head in the game, and rest up. Revision today should feel like that. Controlled, focused, definitely not exhausting. So let's start with the first part of your day, your morning routine. And this is where some students already get it wrong. They skip breakfast, grab something quick, or eat while stressing over notes. Don't do that. Start with a proper breakfast. Something filling, like porridge, eggs, fruit, or toast. Whatever works for you. Your brain needs fuel. And if you're running on empty, your focus drops, your memory drops, and everything you do today becomes less effective. So before you even think about revision, sort that first. Then, once you're properly awake and fed, you can move into your first and most important session of the day. Here's what to do. You should spend no more than 60 minutes reviewing the sorts of things that could be cropping up on your exam paper. You're not trying to cram in new topics, you're reminding your brain of things it already knows. What's the best way to do this? Flashcards. Grab your flashcard sets. Save My Exams has pre-made ones for most GCSE subjects, and work through key facts, definitions, and formulas. For example, for a maths paper, you'll be reviewing key equations and methods. For a history exam, it's all about dates, key events, and for biology, you'd cement the most important processes and definitions. Flashcards are perfect for today because there's no deep thinking required. It's quick, active recall, and that's what you'll need in the exam. Don't just flick through them. Use them to get those key facts to stick. Look at the question side first, try to recall the answer, then flip it. If you get it right, great, move on. If you don't sit there for 5 minutes forcing it. Just remind yourself of the answer and keep going. Put the flashcard back in the pack and it will crop up again. You're using flashcards to develop speed and familiarity. It's a great way to warm up your brain. If something really isn't clicking, make a note of it. But don't worry about it. One tricky topic doesn't define your exam, but losing confidence over it might affect how you perform across the whole paper. And after an hour, stop. Put the flashcards down. Quick one before we carry on. If you've got an exam tomorrow, drop the subject in the comments below. We read every single one, and if this is helping, hit subscribe. We've got more exam prep videos coming up soon, and you won't want to miss them. So the first review session is done. It's time for a break. Stand up, stretch, grab a drink, have a walk outside, and take a good 20 minutes to let your brain reset and process what you've just gone over. Now it's time to spend the rest of the morning practicing exam technique. Pick 2 or 3 past paper questions. Now's not the time to do a full paper. It's too much. Instead, choose a handful of questions on the topics most likely to come up tomorrow. So, algebra or problem-solving questions for maths, a couple of 6 markers for science, or a few source questions for history. Answer them, then check your answers against the mark scheme. This reminds your brain how the examiner thinks and helps you spot the exact wording they want and the structure they're looking for. Save My Exams exam questions are filtered by topic, so you can zero in on exactly what you need without wasting time hunting around. And SmartMark gives you instant feedback on your answers, so you're not just guessing whether you got it right. 1 hour, that's all this session needs to be. As soon as it hits midday, it's time to step away from your study area. It's lunchtime. That means proper food, not just a cereal bar at your desk. You've just completed a 2-hour review session using flashcards and past paper questions. It's time to relax a little. It sounds obvious, but it matters more than you think. Your brain needs energy. If you're running on empty, your recall and focus will suffer. Go outside if you can, even if just for 20 minutes. I know it feels like you should be at your desk, but a short walk does more for your brain right now than another hour of notes. Science backs this up too. According to the Nature Journal, an outdoor walk brings stress levels down and helps everything you've just reviewed actually stick. This is what you need for tomorrow. Don't think of it as wasting time. Instead, think of your downtime as helping your brain. And yes, you're allowed to have some fun today too. Watch something on Netflix, spend time with a friend, do something active, guilt-free. Then, later in the afternoon, at around 4 p.m, it's time for your final check. This is the one last short review session, 30 minutes max. Use this time to go over your notes for the highest value topics. These are the ones that come up in almost every exam. Save My Exams revision notes are broken down by topic so you can quickly scan what matters without wading through pages and pages of content. If you've been practicing exam questions all week, you already know what these topics are. Trust yourself. After 30 minutes, close everything down and spend some time before dinner sorting your stuff for tomorrow. This sounds boring, but do it anyway. Pack your bag. You'll probably need pens, pencils, a ruler, and maybe a calculator, depending on the subject and paper. Your ID, if your school needs it, a bottle of water, and a snack for after. Then find out where you need to be and what time. Check once, then stop checking. The number of students who add unnecessary stress on exam morning by scrambling around for a pen or showing up late is wild. Don't be that person. Once you've eaten a good dinner, the evening is about protecting your brain. Here's where a lot of students go wrong. They spend the evening doing one of two things: cramming late into the night or doom scrolling and barely sleeping. Neither works. Instead, do something you find relaxing. Not revision, not social media stress. Something that actually lets your brain switch off. This could be watching a good film, listening to some music, exercising, or getting outdoors. Whatever works for you. Then, at least an hour before bed, put your phone in another room. The blue light from screens messes with your ability to fall asleep, and the last thing you need is to be lying awake at midnight with your brain buzzing. Your brain consolidates everything you've learned during sleep. So, those flashcards you went through this morning, your brain is going to file them properly tonight, but only if you actually sleep. Aim for 8 or 9 hours, set 2 alarms if you need to, and keep your bedtime consistent with what it normally is. Don't try to go to sleep 3 hours earlier than usual. Your body just won't buy it. You can get a good night's sleep knowing you've had a productive day getting prepped for tomorrow. Finally, let's talk about the morning of the exam. You've got this, but here's what your morning should look like. Eat breakfast, even if you're not hungry. Do a 5-minute flashcard flick through maximum. That's it. Get to the exam hall early, but not so early you're standing outside stressing. 10 minutes early is good. And breathe. You've got this. So the day before your GCSE exam, here's the plan. Morning, light flashcard warm-up, 60 minutes max. Late morning, a handful of past paper questions with smart mark feedback, 1 hour. Midday, step away completely. Eat properly, go outside, take a proper break. This is your longest reset of the day, and it's what helps everything stick. Afternoon, a final 30-minute scan of key topics, then close the books. Evening, sort your bag, relax. No screens before bed, sleep. The day before your exam is about making sure you show up tomorrow as the best, sharpest, most rested version of yourself. Everything you need to prep, revision notes, past papers, exam questions, flashcards, and mock exams is all linked below. Head to Save My Exams and get your final prep sorted. You've put in the work and you're ready for this. Good luck.